Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hello there, my fandom friends! Today, we are going to be starting a new series on my channel that I am literally so excited for. I have talked about this a little bit, but basically, I am going to be rewatching Vinland Saga now that I have read the entire story in manga format. So yes, I have been waiting for the final chapter to come out so that I could rewatch Vinland Saga because I have not seen it in a really long time, and I've gotten through all of the manga. I'm caught up to literally the last chapter that came out a few days ago. And so I thought it would be really fun to just go back, rewatch Vinland Saga, see all of the different foreshadowing that occurs, compare the manga to the anime, and other fun things like that. If you have never seen Vinland Saga before and want to watch it alongside me, I encourage you so much to do so. I am not going to be talking about manga spoilers until the end portion of these videos, and so I will watch these episodes. I will not say any spoilers or anything like that. I will leave that for a spoiler segment toward the end of the video, which I will give a warning for once we get there. So yeah, we are going to be starting off with, of course, episode 1, Somewhere Not Here. I'm already freaking out. I have a lot to say already, so we will get to that, but let's start off by watching episode 1. All right, here we go. I truly am so excited. Oh my gosh. Ah yes, the iconic wheat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Thors. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh, he looks so young. Oh, I forgot it started off like this. Oh, the music, my heart. Thor kill. Oh, it's so bizarre seeing that. Oh my gosh. Oh! The choice of words is... Oh. Oh, I love the music so much! So nostalgic! Oh my gosh, this is so weird seeing Thors cut down people. Oh, it's hailing? I don't remember that. I remember this part watching it and I was like, yeah, he's faking his death. But at that point I didn't know like why. Seeing him and Thorkill work together is like, I mean, I think that's the only scene we really get of it, but they work together very well. Opening up with such amazing imagery, the colors, the sounds, everything. Oh my gosh, I am so ready for this. Oh. Oh! Our first intro! Oh, I haven't seen this in so long. I just hear it like every day. Oh! Oh, the thorfinn! Giving up everything. Bjorn! Askeladd! Ah! That's so cute. Seeing their family. Oh my gosh. Oh, that transition. The symbolism behind this song is, it's just so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Somewhere not here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, why is this kind of reminding me of Gon fishing in the first episode of Hunter x Hunter? I don't even remember this. Like, I'm loving this. He's so tiny and sweet. They really do have a big house. I mean, it makes sense, though. Oh, he needs gloves. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm actually gonna cry. Oh my gosh. He's so enthralled. Leave! Vinland.
どうじゃ一尾ども少しは見直したがこのレイフ・エイリクソン様を
すげえやレイフのおっちゃんそれで人はいたの
I remember when I watched this the first time and I thought Leaf was just like the kind of crazy uncle just telling random things. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting.
この羽飾りとパイプは彼らからの贈り物さいいかこいつはな真の戦士だけが身につけられるものなんだ
I forgot about the gifts. That's so fascinating.
なんだ子供らまだ起きてるの
ちゃんが言ってたもん西にはヨルムンガンドがいて近づく船をみんな食べちゃうんだそんでその先はなんにもないんだ
だからそうだからこそわしの偉さがわかるだろうほらほらこれ証拠真の戦士の
だいたいレイフさん
He's so young
じゃん
and like hip.
冒険ばっかで戦の役に立たないって
I can see that.
周りに流されおってすると何か戦にも行かない冒険おじさんの言うことと信用できってか
だって
ホールズこいつらバカにするんじゃビシッと言ってやってくれ
あ今日は
I forgot how silly this is.
あれみんなを送ってやってくれ
はい
Oh.
おー寒かったなユルバちゃんおじさんが温めてあげよう
スケベ親父母上もう寝なよまた
Oh gosh, I don't remember that.
羊をつなぐから手伝って
ここも
進めフィンランドはすぐそこだぞ
トルフィン船長
なんだ
ヨルムンガンドが
むむかかってこい化け物苦しいなれ上自分のベッドに行きなよまだお話ししてる
I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but Child Thorfinn sounds like Child Shigaraki from My Hero.
姉上が抱っこしてあげる
イルマ
おお幸
ないか。
あ
どうした。
この下なんかねえおっちゃん昨日の話どこまで本当なの。
どこってなんじゃい。全部本当だい。
じゃあさこの船に乗せてよ。自分の目で見れば
お前の父上なら喜んで貸すだろう。
父上はケチだもん。何度頼んでもダメなんだ。
ケチとは違うわい。で氷を食ってひもじさを紛らわせた。ついに
Forgot about this too. Oh my gosh.
わしらはどうしようもなく海の上を歩いた。気づいた時には
これ何。
火を強くしてくれ。
ねえ父上もう死んでんじゃない。手足腐ってるし。っていうかまずいよその人。この村の人じゃないわね。かわいそうにどうしてあんな吹雪の中を。どうしてって逃げた奴隷だよ。かくまったら揉め事になるよ。
I definitely remember the first time I saw this. I did not expect it to go this way at
逃げ
all.
てきたんだよ。わしらの先祖は昔はもっと東の地に住んどった。ノルウェーという名の土地だ。ここらより暖かく海も凍らん。たくさんの入り江に守られたいい土地だ。どうだ。
嘘だ。おっちゃんはやっぱり嘘つきだ。父上や僕のご先祖様が逃げたりするもんか。おっちゃんのバーカ冒険知事。
He is kind of a little brat kid.
父上
With lots to learn.
父上聞いて。トルフィンその人誰。
It's so casual, just, oh yeah, you know, welcome home. There's a random man in here.
生き返った。
おいあんた名を言え
He
るか。
came back to life.
寒い。火だ。色は。
やっぱり山の向こうから。
あそこは嫌だ。
Halfdan. I've always said Halfdane. I say his name wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know why I added an E at the end.
トールズ来てくれ。ハーフ団が港に。連中また何か難癖つけに来たんだ。
Oh gosh, I'm remembering something.
奴ら奴隷がどうとか言って強引に上陸しやがった。レイフさんが間に入ってくれてるが今にも若衆とおっ始まりそうなんだ。とにかく来てくれ。
Yeah, I think this next part traumatized me, and
人間に似合う唯一の首飾りだ。金でも。そう思わんか。
oh my gosh.
昨夜、俺の奴隷が一匹鎖を断ち切って逃げた。心当たりはあるか。
因縁つけてんじゃねえぞ。どうせこの間の剣を蒸し返そうってんだろ。
Oh, I like
奴ら
him.
とは何度も
Oh
揉め
my
てて、この
gosh.
間委員会で調停してもらったとこなんです。
小僧。
ハーフ団さん。
つなぐぞ、貴様。もう軽んじる者は許さん。法は鎖だ。下道どもはつながれて初めて人間の一員になれるのだ。忘れるな。逃げたのは若いスラブ人の男だ。心当たりは。
No, yeah, I remember seeing that and not having great thoughts or feelings.
ここはどこだ。
Ugh. I do appreciate them showing that though, to show how
安らかな気
like in depth this story is gonna be.
しっかりしろ。おいあんた気を張れ。死ぬぞ。ルカナ西。海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がある。そこは暖か
I'm gonna cry.
豊かで奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かぬというのか。
Jeez. That like actually made me jump.
見つけたぞ。無作法は許せよ、トールズ。俺はその奴隷の正当な
Oh my
所有者。
gosh.
返してもらおう。
I keep thinking about things I can't say because they're spoilers.
おいでトルフィン。ハーフダンさん。ですね。角張ったんじゃないんで。
ならば4頭だ。
Gosh, I forgot how big he is compared to Halfdan.
その倍といえば。
だそう。すべて3
I remember also thinking that he would be like the main villain of this story too. I was like, ew, gross, I don't like this guy. Aww. I forgot he died so soon, oh my gosh. Ah, the music!
ああ、そう伝えられている。
じゃあここからも
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Gosh. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry right now. Yes, the chest. I remember being like, oh, what's so special about that? Oh, gosh. Oh, it's so good. Oh, torches. If you translate this song, if you don't know Japanese, the lyrics are actually incredible. I'm gonna make a whole video about it eventually, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna sit here and watch this actually, because I haven't really sat through like the credits a lot. Oh my gosh. Listen to me. I love how the credits are kind of like a mix between the animation and the manga in a way. Ah, he's so cute. Ah, no. My gosh, when I get to that episode, I'm going to scream. Ah. Well, the main thing I can say is what an amazingly beautiful episode. I want to jump straight to spoilers because I have so many things I want to say, but I'm going to talk about non-spoilers first so you are safe for the moment if you are watching alongside me. Yeah, this episode was beautiful. Kind of my narration throughout the episode too is pretty spot on with what I remember when I watched this for the first time. Again, there is a lot of things that I forgot in this episode, even just like tiny little things that you might not think have an impact now, but they will later. So that's why I also love rewatching stories like this. It's very much like Attack on Titan when you go back and you're like, oh my gosh, and you just like see everything. For, of course, the more complex stories, but oh my gosh, so beautiful. Right off the bat, I think that there's a lot of mystery shrouding Thors. Of course, we see him in this battle with his army going against another group of people, and obviously they're at big odds with each other, and we see that he basically fakes his death in order to get away, and then we see him in Iceland, of course, however many years later with a family. And so we don't really know why he decided to, you know, try and cover up his death. And I think that that serves for a really interesting plot point right off the bat with this kind of mystery surrounding Thors. And then of course we get a lot of attention to Thorfinn, his son. And as of right now, you know, he kind of starts off as being this sweet little kid, and then you're like, okay, maybe he's kind of a little brat too. And then of course we have Yelva, his sister, and then of course Helga, Thor's wife, their mom, and it just seems like a happy little family. We can see their personalities right off the bat. Maybe not so much for Helga, other than the fact that we know that she's sick and she just seems very sweet. Of course we have Leif, and we're introduced to this kind of villain character, Halfdan. And oh my gosh, like I said earlier, he gave me the absolute creeps when I watched this for the first time. I almost stopped watching it because of that chain scene, because of how disturbed I was. So yeah, no. I looked away again. I can't watch that kind of stuff. Some things are just a little too gory for me.
遥かな西、海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がある。そこは暖かく豊かで、奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かぬ遠い地だ。どうだ、いつか俺たちと一緒にその地で暮らさないか。
フィンランド。
We are now going to jump into spoilery talk. So if you have not read the manga, I highly advise that you don't watch this next part just because I don't want to spoil you, but I will see you for episode 2 if you are following along this Vinland Saga journey with me. So 3, 2, 1, spoilers ahead. So right off the bat, the title of this episode, called Somewhere Not Here, if you don't know, is actually the title of the very last chapter of the manga, chapter 220. That's why I was freaking out, because I was like, oh my gosh. So actually in the manga, this was the chapter title of 2, and this concept of Somewhere Not Here was actually more explained in the kind of Normandy section of the story, which in the manga is actually the first thing that we get, but in the anime, we actually start with Thorfinn when he's a kid and then progress up until that moment, whereas the manga kind of shows it as flashbacks. So we'll get there eventually, but I thought that was just amazing because, of course, the people making this had no idea that the author was going to title the last chapter Somewhere Not Here, unless that is maybe something that he had in his mind years and years ago, but I know that he has stated that he didn't know how the final chapter would end. So yeah, I just found that to be really, really interesting and just amazing foreshadowing. The scene when Leif and his gang are meeting the native tribe in Vinland, I was like, oh my gosh, because them introducing that in the very first episode is such amazing foreshadowing for what season 4 will be, which is the season which they'll probably be in Vinland for that section of mangas. But oh my gosh, just like getting a visual of what they look like now, and that was something that I totally did not remember the first time watching this. So I love that the gifts that they gave Leif and him showing that to the kids in this episode was also just amazing foreshadowing. I loved it so much. Honestly, everything between Leif and Thorfinn was just really fun because Thorfinn is going off about how he wants to sail with Leif like right now. And, you know, of course, later on, Leif is like begging Thorfinn to come with him, and Thorfinn's like, no, which of course we'll get to later in the season, but oh my gosh, it's just so good. It's so well done. Oh, this scene got me when Thorfinn is dreaming about sailing, and the outfit that he's wearing, I personally think looks very similar to what his outfit is going to be like animated later. We know that he wears green because we've seen that in color on the covers of the manga. And so this was like amazing foreshadowing. The sword is interesting because, you know, his main rule about going to Vinland is that he does not want swords there. So that's interesting. Of course, the monster that they run into, we had an interaction with in the manga as well. Another really amazing piece of foreshadowing for later is that the slave that is in Thor's house is telling him that he has nowhere else to go. They don't know where to go. There's this talk, of course, Thors and Helga and their people running away to Iceland from the story that Leif tells Thorfinn. Thinking to the future of Vinland Saga, that's exactly what Thorfinn's main mission is. Very, very far into the future. Seeing Halfdan again, just, oh my gosh, he looks so much like Siggy. And it's like weird to think that Siggy right now is like around Thorfinn's-ish age. And of course, we don't see him as a kid until much later when we get flashbacks in the manga. But just looking at Halfdan, I was like, oh my gosh, I am so reminded of Siggy right now. But I like Siggy a lot more than I do him because no, I can't take that chain scene. Also, the scene when Halfdan comes into Thor's house and Thorfinn is like standing right in front of him and like Thorfinn is coming up to like his waist when like, you know, many years into the future, we know that like him and Thorfinn are having like a good conversation about how to progress and move on. And it's just really funny, like looking back to how Halfdan probably remembers Thorfinn as like literally this little kid growing up to being someone that represents Thors in literally every way. And then of course the end of the episode when Thors places his hand on Thorfinn's head. Such foreshadowing there. I was like crying. And then of course we get our shot of Floki. You know, I rated Floki for a while because he stopped being in the manga because of, you know, all the events that happened with him. So I was very happy to not have him show up as often, but now I have to deal with him while watching this again. And if you don't know, I hate Floki. I truly cannot stand this man. Even though I've read the manga, I can understand his little pieces of everything that he has going on, but he is just not for me. And maybe after I watch this, maybe I will like see bits and pieces of his story that was shown in the manga and kind of understand more, like seeing him animated. But no, I'm not a Floki fan. I never have been, and I never will. I'm confident in that. But yeah, that is the end of episode 1, Somewhere Not Here. I absolutely love reacting to this and just taking a deep dive kind of breakdown, including spoilers from the manga, because I just love talking about Vinland Saga and I'm excited to go through with this series. So if you liked episode 1 of this, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to continue this series no matter what, even if it gets only a couple views, just because I love Vinland Saga so much and I just am so excited to be rewatching this again, but I would love to rewatch it alongside all of you as well. So I challenge you, if you have read the full manga and have not seen the animation in a really long time or have not seen the animation at all, I challenge you to watch it because it is a true masterpiece. In the comments, I would love to hear from you. What was your favorite moment of Thors from this episode? It could be something he said, a quote, an action, anything about Thors. Let's light this up about Thors because he's a great dad to Thorfinn. But with that, I will see you next time for episode 2 of my Vinland Saga journey, as well as some more fun fandom content to come. Bye!